Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her that we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing.
Oh, this is me.
Yep. Actually, I do like the fact that we ended up splitting the voices in the end because we were able to do a back and forth kind of thing.
That's true. No, I don't mind voicing the girls. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. I'm just saying, when we started, remember, I was voicing.
Yeah, and then we agreed to make more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
Akane!
I buried my face into his chest and cried again. Did she do the dead yet? I cried and cried.
Oh yeah, that's actually true. Do you see there's a skull on her?
The steady thump of my heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I haven't felt that warmth of another human body in what had seemed like an eternity. I just would stay there in his arms forever. But I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelet had begun to count down to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get it and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who'd called Seven in my years, and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Oh, he was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar Seven and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom.
Time for more running. They can get us out of here. No wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again.
So really this game is about manipulating the future or past?
Yes, it's about saving
So this game
Akane.
is time travel.
Not 100%. It's communicating with the past.
So time travel by communication.
Yeah, not physically.
This game's a time travel game.
Kinda.
I would have never guessed time travel.
Yeah, I was. Remember, I was talking to Clover at the time.
Oh,
and-
Clover even said it to me the other night. She was like, "You're never going to guess it, Caitlin."
Yeah.
She was like, "We were all actually only out last weekend, and you actually met Clover again for the first
Yeah.
time in a couple of years."
And
But, like-
I was saying to her, I remember thinking this: if you sat a million people down at the beginning of 999 and asked them what the purpose of the nunnery game is, would any of them guess it? And Clover was like, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I would have never guessed time travel. Revenge, I totally got the revenge part. Like, even if Akane is now alive, yes, the bastard still needs to go.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, the scene where he was just waiting for Akane to burn to death, like, too much joy. That's
Yeah, he was giggling away.
like, I'm waiting. Did he kidnap more children since this? Because I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
I don't
He got
recall
so
it.
much enjoyment out of this. If this man was kidnapping way more children after this, he got so much joy, I wouldn't have been surprised.
I don't think they ever mentioned it. So I can't say for sure that he never did. I just don't think they've ever actually said that he did.
I wouldn't be surprised if it had a creepy basement in this house where he kidnapped children.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, too much enjoyment from that. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, in the ending where he killed Clover, he was like, maybe one day I can feel this again. Like this sensation of killing someone.
Oh yeah, like, yeah, he's enjoying it way too much. Oh, wait, did you read this?
I think I did, yeah. I said breathe real air.
Oh, you did, yeah.
Huh? Seven talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why did it open?
Here we go. We gotta get their
Let's verify
explanation
our
now.
numbers on the red.
2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital root 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Before we go on, he's brought up bases, Caitlin.
I can't remember this.
Bases.
Yeah. What are the two numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
Can you get it
H
before
is 17.
they say it?
I is 18.
No.
J is 19.
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
Before we go on with this, just keep in mind what was the number that they put in 26.
Yeah. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, L, M. We got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. It's 23. O,
P.
P, Q. Wait. So 23. L, N is 23. O. Oh God. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, L, M, L, M, N, O, P. So 23, 24, 25, P, Q.
And how do you write Q?
Like.
Yeah, big grid has come up on
I did it. Yeah. It's a small Q.
Yeah.
It's a small Q, but so it was missing tick at the end to make it a Q.
So on the note, it said everyone was reading it as seek a way out, seek a door
With a 9.
with the 9.
But it was actually.
It was actually a Q.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
You see, it's clever, but some people like to make
That
jokes
means
about it.
Akane's plan was always for them to be
Yeah,
at the
the
end,
specific
which actually
type.
always meant she knew he was going to kill the 9th man,
Yeah.
and that's why Santa took Ace and left, because he couldn't be in the room with them.
Yeah. Well, Akane said her ability to see the future, remember?
Yeah, but then who is the Akane with them currently? If she was supposed to be dead currently in this timeline, how is she there?
I think they bring this up in later games, but I think it's a Schrodinger's cat situation. Do you know Schrodinger's cat?
Oh yeah, I've heard this explanation a few times, but I always forget it.
So Schrodinger's cat is a quantum physics theory. I can already see Caitlin's head.
Yeah, I know I've heard it a few times, and I always forget it.
So basically, a cat is put in a box, and there's this a vial of poison, and you have this thing that emits radiation.
Okay.
And the radiation has a 50% chance at a certain point to destroy the vial, so that the poison spreads in the box. So after that period of time, you're asked a question, and the question is the cat alive or dead?
Dead.
Answer is actually both. It's both alive and it's dead.
How?
So, quantum physics states that until things are observed, they exist with all possibilities.
So she's alive and dead while traveling through this game with them.
So basically, because her death is unobserved, at least in the perspective of Junpei, that she is, and also because of the fact that there is a future in which, or past I should say, in which she survives, that she exists both alive and dead. Here's a good little detail. She was struggling with a sickness all throughout the game. What sickness was that?
Was it because she wasn't yet alive or dead?
Something like that, but what was her specific illness? What was happening?
Fatigue and stuff. And she's getting really warm
Fever.
because of how warm the incinerator is.
Yeah. Another big grin on Caitlin's face here.
Okay, I kind of get it. It's still science fiction, obviously,
Well, yes.
but
Well, for one, morphogenetic field theory is like a pseudoscience in real life.
it is.
This creator, the guy who wrote this game, discovered that theory and just went with
When
it.
no, I really liked the game. I'm just. Well, no one would have guessed it. You're right. Yeah, you and Clover are right. I would have never guessed time travel or
That the whole point of the game is to save Akane.
Iconic, because I wouldn't have guessed that. Like I was guessing, like I was saying to her the other night, she was looking at me and she was like, "Clone Caitlyn," and I was like,
Yeah, it was like, but again, it's not like I'm not gonna say that you're foolish for not having figured it out. No one, as far as I'm aware, ever figured it out actually during the game. And if someone did, I'd immediately be suspicious of like, did they look this up? I would genuinely wonder, has anyone ever figured it out beforehand? Genuinely.
Clover says she doesn't get. Clover and Alex said they do.
Is it okay to leave?
I don't think he cares.
Okay.
So K, okay, it's 22.
N is 23. O is 24. P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Q.
26.
And what does that mean?
There wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q.
They are forgetting the little tick at the end. The Q has a little tick at the end.
That's the twist. It was a
Yeah.
Q all along.
So does that mean everything was a Q, even the other doors? No, they were.
No. They were legit numbers.
Okay, just the last door was a Q.
I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. They've also been walking around this place for hours as well.
Yeah, this spiral staircase that they're running reminds me when my two friends went to Paris back in like 2018, and we went to the catacombs, and it's like you go down a really it's actually a very, very, very steep spiral staircase. Walking down it was fine,
But going up.
We took a break twice. One of my friends did have a leg injury. She used to do roller derby, and ever since she hurt her knee, it never went back properly. So she didn't take a break. But me and the other girl were like, we're totally good, because like it was like we were like to people like, yeah, go ahead. But like I think we saw other people taking a break here and there as well. Like it was like really
I
far
get
down.
it.
There's
It's
no-
much easier to go down things than up things.
but it was like if anyone's been to the catacombs, they probably know what I mean. It's like a really, really steep.
I swear, any
And-
moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air. I've been there, actually. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Just a short rest? No. Can't stop. It's not like the catacombs in France. Don't have time. Come on, legs. There can't be many more of these steps left.
I think though if there was adrenaline like this, you probably could push your way through if you know you're gonna die. Like
Yeah. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we are running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. Jesus, I can barely breathe.
language.
Okay.
God's name. You don't put our savior's
You
name.
don't take his name in vain, sir.
I'm kidding. I don't
Yeah.
care.
No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there.
Actually, when I was younger, though, my mom did tell us sing Jesus Christ. Like, Jesus Christ was a curse, and she really used to hate it when she...
Well, that's to do with a religious thing.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're finally here.
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big, heavy door.
What's my guessing that Santa and Mikana are back there with a massive cake of balloons saying, congrats, you did it!
You are aware there's a twist behind that door, but it's not that.
I was going to guess there was a twist.
But you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. Even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Kane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now.
Did we ever find out who killed the rabbits?
We'll find that out a bit, yeah, in a moment. Akane vision.
I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like it could melt. My heart was at peace, and not only because my brother and I were back together again, thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped. We're finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we can see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. I gave a thunderous roar as if
No,
it gave a thunderous
Sorry.
roar as it finally slipped beneath the wing.
I've learned not to correct people, but in that situation,
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I'm like, if it changes the meaning.
Yeah, it gave a thunderous roar. You're right. I don't know why I said I. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Ioi whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This is only the prologue to what would happen in 9 years.
Yeah, because now she needs to set up the game in 9 years.
No, because she needs to save herself.
Yeah,
Because if she doesn't, then she will actually die.
yeah. Yes, finally, air.
Oh, so there is air, okay.
Ah, damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Huh? Gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait,
No way.
you've gotta be essing me.
What?
It can't be.
This is.
They're in a deserty ocean?
We're in Nevada.
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
Oh!
We were never on a ship.
So there's never risk of sinking.
Well, there was water coming in.
And there's probably risk of drowning.
Yeah, but we were in the desert facility, not the actual gigantic.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. This is the recreated place.
The mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in building Q.
Oh, Q again.
Does this mean there's another game where people are in the ship right now?
No, the ship sank 9 years
Oh yeah,
ago.
that's true.
Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise.
Wait, where did the submarine go?
That's a good question. I think that's a trap. I think because that would have been a submarine to like escape on the ship originally. I think it's still there as part of the recreation, but I bet it goes nowhere.
Oh, ha!
Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Right, our bracelets. Guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip, like in an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There's never a detonator to begin with.
Let me guess. There was only detonators in certain ones, like the 9th.
I think he was the only one who had an actual detonator.
And obviously, you won that.
Oh, and sorry, Nijisaki. Yeah, he did too. Figures.
Akane.
Because it's never her intention to kill them
Yeah.
with that method.
Jumpy.
Huh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind.
Yeah. I pressed the button, but.
No, the music.
Oh.
So here's the thing. So there's an after credits.
Okay.
Because I believe they're going to play the actual credits now.
Yeah, okay.
But then there's after credits.
Okay.
So don't worry about that. We're going to get a lot more information afterwards.
Because you told me we found out who killed the rabbits.
Yeah, well, in that case, I will tell you that it's exactly what she said. It was some tug boys that killed the rabbits.
Oh, okay.
She was never lying about that.
Well, I don't think she's actually evil now. I know I thought she was going to be a psychotic person. I was wrong. I'm very sorry.
But she was Zero.
But she was Zero. And so was Santa.
Well, Santa was more like an assistant to Zero.
Yeah. Poor Lotus. Why was Lotus there?
Okay, I'll explain that. So she was there for several reasons. She had to handle computer stuff, and also she was the one who explained what prosopagnosia was
Well,
to
like-
Junpei.
And what? It was just a random guess. Her 2 daughters were in this experiment, and she happened to be this science person, computer genius.
Well, she was she was related to this incident because of her daughters, but also she was there in order to like explain many things that would help Junpei connect
Yeah.
everything together.
But I guess that's why Akane picked her. She was like, oh, what's the chances? 2 of the people in this experiment, their mother was actually this computer genius. Perfect, I'll just take her. But I'm guessing if it wasn't, it would have just been some random computer genius too.
And the weird thing is that picture's from the after credits.
Oh.
So I don't know why they have that there. But yeah, so I mean I don't know how long well I mean we're already special thanks and stuff. But I was gonna say usually this in credits is usually where we talk about
Yes, I know, but I have too many questions still. I'm sorry. Well, not really, just Lotus. Lotus and the rabbits.
do you wanna wait until after
Yeah,
the
we'll talk about it after the credit, because I say that's when the game is completely over.
after credit sequence, sure.